Hello, welcome back. This is Ed Pluchar with the Pluchar Group, and today we're talking about some of the programs and options available to first-time homebuyers. Welcome back. So you are a first-time homebuyer, and you're thinking, where are all these programs available to me that help making a home affordable? And the main three ones that I would go over today, the three main ones, let's speak with some syntax, are the FHA loan, the IDA program if you're in Illinois, and seller credits. So the FHA program is basically a loan backed by the government. The government doesn't make the loan, they back it, but it allows investors to accept terms that maybe otherwise they wouldn't. What it means at the end of the day for you, the first-time home buyer, is that your payment is going to be a little bit lower than it might have been, or the loan's going to be possible where the typical loan, a conventional loan, would not have been possible. Reasons that might not be possible are like credit score, your debt to income ratio, but at the end of the day, it's just an easier to get loan that can often have a lower payment for you, going month to month. Second, if you're in Illinois, buying in Illinois, you have available to you the IDA program. This is a grant of up to $7,500. The IDA funds are established every year, so they can run out throughout the course of the year. But if you're buying early in the year, you should be in good shape. Even if you're buying later in the year, you just talk to a lender, find out if they're still available. What it is, it's not actually a grant, it's a loan, but it's a loan that's forgiven over time. So the loan term is 10 years, and they're going to give you $7,500. And what they do is after year one, a certain amount of that is forgiven. Year two, more is forgiven. Year three, all the way to year 10. And if you're still in that house, the entire balance is forgiven to you. So it functions like a grant if you stay in the house for 10 years. But the nice thing is, even if your plans change and you have to move in 5 years, you're still not paying back the entire balance. You're paying just about half or whatever it's going to be for that program. Finally, the seller credit, have the seller pay your closing costs. So the advantage to this is that you don't have to go through any extra paperwork or any counseling or anything like that IDA might put you through, or other exclusive type programs might put you through. This can be done with anybody, for one thing. So you don't have to be a first-time home buyer to take advantage of this. But what it functionally does is gives you money back at closing. It's not going to be cash in your pocket, but it's going to mean less that you have to pay on closing day to buy that house. So just as a really rough example, if you were going to pay $10,000 at closing day, down payment and expenses, and you negotiated with the seller to pay $5,000 in a credit, you actually only have to pay $5,000 on closing day. So it's just money you keep in your pocket versus getting a check or cash back at closing. The nice thing about this is it's just whatever you can work out with the seller within the constraints of the lender's requirements. Those vary quite a lot, so you want to talk to a realtor to get that nailed down. But the idea really is that you're taking that amount and financing it over 30 years. But if you're doing, the $5,000 credit that you're asking from them, what that's amounting to roughly is $25 a month for the life of the loan. So is that money more important to you now, or would you rather, pay it up front and then you're going to see savings on your monthly payment through the mortgage? So that's it. If you have any questions about being a first-time home buyer, there are still other actually programs and advantages that are available to you. So feel free to call 815-931-2279. I'd be happy to go over all those with you and help you any way I can. Thanks. Welcome back. This is Ed Pluchar with another real estate mini lesson. We're doing mortgage questions. So I brought in an expert mortgage lender, Eric Marcotte. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hello, Eric Marcotte, People's Bank Associate Vice President. Been doing mortgages for 16, 17 years, so hopefully we can get all your questions answered and get you on the right path.
Eric, I want to buy a house. What's the first step?
First step after knowing you want to buy a house is contacting a lender.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know where you stand financially, what you can afford, what's in your budget as far as money in the bank, what you need to work on for credit. The lender will answer all these things for you. It gets you in the right position to then contact a realtor.
Okay.
Like that.
So if I'm calling you, like I'm calling versus showing up at your office?
Like I would start with a phone call.
Okay.
People are busy these days. Everyone has a different schedule.
Mm-hmm.
I understand everybody works. Most answers can be done over the phone via email. So
okay.
If you want to do a face-to-face, that's much respected. I can do that. I can do the appointment thing too, but it starts with a phone call.
Okay.